Hello everybody, Salty Sweet Ren here, and I am here with the new Sims 3 Create Your Cat series. This is just a little mini-series I'm going to be doing every so often that's connected to my Sims Warriors challenge. Sometimes you might have seen cats just kind of passing through. They might have been interacting with our cats, maybe not. Maybe they'll join the groups, who knows. But you might have seen like different cats, different rogues, wanderers, loners, former clan cats, etc. They've been passing through, and for the last few episodes of my Warriors challenge, I have been asking viewers to submit cats that they'd like to see added to the game so I can create them. And if you would like to submit your cat for this little mini series of mine, please leave a comment down below with the name of the cat that you want added and a brief description of their appearance and their personality. Maybe a little bit of their history, like if they're a loner or a former warrior or a rogue or something. Now, they can't be like the deputy of this clan, but they can be like a former warrior or a former medicine cat even. They can be former apprentices, queens, maybe even elders, who knows. And then rogues, loners, kitty pets, all that, also totally fine. And, the new cats are added every time the season in-game changes. Like, it's just been summer, and now it's about to be fall in the series. And so I'm going to be going in and changing up the cats that are in the world now that the seasons have changed. Some of the cats may be leaving the valley, maybe some new cats are coming into the valley. And, it may take a little bit of time for your cats to show up as a result when I'm doing this series. Like, if I create your cat in the middle of a season, they're not going to be added to the game until the season changes, so just bear with me for that, but hopefully I can get everybody's cats into the game at some point. And with all that in mind, let's jump right in. And, this first episode is going to be a little short because as of the moment that I am recording, the moment that I've started recording, I have only had one cat submitted so far by technically two cats, but they are twins, and they were submitted by Little Nightmares, who has submitted her cats, or their cats, I don't know, Tantomil and Korakopat, two twin pale calico she-cats with different colored eyes to tell them apart. So let's go ahead and switch this to she-cat. And let's pull this up. It doesn't say if they are rogues or loners. I'm going to call them wanderers for now. So, give me a second, and... That's totally the wrong place for this. Hang on, let's start with Tantomil, because that's who was written down first. And Tantomil is a wanderer. So let's find like a good sort of base for Tantomil. For some reason I'm imagining them to be a little bit like small-ish. Abyssinian, would that work? It's very skinny, very cute cat. The Balinese, that has a very cute look. Balinese is a very pretty cat. Burmese? It looks a little unusual. Not sure if that's what we're going for these cats in particular. Egyptian Mao. I think I like the body type of this cat. I like the body type. I can adjust the fur as needed. I think I'll go with the Egyptian Mao for the base. I can adjust the body type a little bit as well. Those are some long legs, huh? So let's get the coat going. They are a pale calico, both pale calicos, and they're twins, so they're gonna look very similar. Let me just get rid of all the Mao markings. And let's turn you around. There we go. So, pale calico. What shade of white do I want to go? Maybe something a little bit more on the cream-ish side? Possibly. That's a good base, and if I start adding markings, like something like this, I can make one of those, like, it's supposed to be pale, so maybe a gray and then like a very pale orange. Okay, let's actually, can we make this even lighter? Yeah, we can. Okay. So if we move a marking like this here, maybe like a little small-ish. Markings like these are very fun for calicos. Let's see, any... I'm gonna kind of mirror it and put it around here. I'm thinking of doing like a lot of different kind of mirrored markings. I can... They're supposed to be twins, but I do want to make a way for me to a little more easily tell them apart. So I think, at least on the face, I'm gonna do something a little different with the face on each. They do have different colored eyes, so that can help. I think if I rotate this around, then that can help. Yeah, something like that. Looking different on each of the cats. Maybe different, like... Maybe, like, different shapes of, like, different parts of the face as well. I don't know. How does this look? What does this marking look like? Other side? Huh. Maybe something like that down the hip. Get something like that up, like... on the shoulder. Down here. Maybe... something a little unusual, like right around where the tail is. It's very pretty. Want to get something a little bit more on the back as well, so let me slide something up just a bit. There we go. Maybe something on one of the front paws. There we go. So that works. So there we have the fur color for Tantomil. Let's do fur shape. We want it to be a little bit longer, I believe. Let's go with Fluffy. What does Fluffy look like on you? Oh, that is a fluffy cat. Short length, but still like with the long fur option. For density, that's not half bad. Maybe just a little bit of long tail mixed in as well, just so it looks a little bit fluffier. You don't look like a hairless cat now. That's fine. Do I want it to be curly? Like, Tantomil is such like a fancy name. Do I want them to have curly fur? I hit curl size around here. I can't really tell the difference right now. Ah, there we go. I can sort of see in the fur very faintly. I'll go with it. Why not? We'll see what happens with that. So let's go with it. Alright, let's adjust body type now. Let's see. I do think I want them to be slightly smaller, so I'll use body size small, and let's bring it down to about the Y, I think. They'll both be slightly smaller cats, but that's totally fine. Body length, maybe a little long, just a tiny bit. See what happens with that. Body thickness, Do I want to do anything with that? Maybe I'll just leave that completely alone. Everything else on body-wise seems okay. Let's do... I do want to adjust the eyes and ears a bit. Tantomil seems to have a bit more of a serious personality compared to her sister. So I think I'm going to give her eyes that are a bit more focused looking. She's got a little bit more focus to her, so I'm going to go with that for her eye shape. Ear shape will also be different between them, just for the emotional standpoint. It looks the ears looking different. Also, let's see, all the way to the top. Ear tip angle. There we go. The face looking a little different on each she-cat will kind of give more of a different sort of emotional look to them, I suppose. So, Tantomil. This looks good for Tantomil, I suppose. She's very different. She's very pretty. I might do a little bit more with the white. I can do something a little unusual. Just so the white on her coat doesn't look so flat. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this all the way at the base. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something like this. Just kind of pull it all through her main base coat. Put that there and just adjust it to something a little different. Something just a little different, and change the opacity. And it'll give it a little bit more of a slightly textured look for her. I think it looks very pretty. Gives her fur just a little bit more depth. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's head to her personality. And let me pull up the description of her personality. Let's see, it says that Tantomil strives to be different and have the self-confidence to imply her ideas because she has the perseverance necessary to see something through despite obstacles. Although she meets new cats easily, it's not easy for her to maintain a relaxed, harmonious relationship. With increased familiarity, she is inclined to speak her mind in a forthright, sometimes argumentative manner, which creates annoyance and often hard feelings, but she tries not to be that way with her little sister. And in an argument, Tantomil tries to emerge victor, but at a cost because she wants to be a better leader. So with all that in mind, I think Proud might be a good suited fit for her. Yeah, look at that happy cat. Let's see. I think maybe aggressive? Maybe. It's aggressive doesn't necessarily... It says they aren't inherently mean, they just don't interact well with other pets. And that's sort of what it sounds like. She doesn't try to be that way with her sister, but around other cats she does have trouble. I think I might go with aggressive is what it sounds like. Maybe not that aggressive. Independent? I don't know. I'll see how that goes, I suppose. And, maybe genius. Because of the way, she's always trying to, figure out her own ideas and such, or show her ideas and her... It might work. Yeah, I think something like this. I think I'll go with a slightly lower voice for her. Alright. And let me go ahead and say that she was submitted by Little Nightmares. Okay. So, Tantamil the Wanderer. Alright, now for Korokopat, which is her twin sister. So, all I really have to do is hit create a twin. Let's give it a few seconds to load up. Okay, this is not Tantamil. This is going to... Oh, wait, hang on, I forgot. Tantamil has blue eyes, her sister has green eyes. Give me a second, I need to change that. Let's see... Eyes... Blue. I'm gonna go with more of a blue color, I suppose. Let's move these yellows a little bit more into the green, I suppose. Just so it has that kind of blue look to it. Not so much yellow, a little bit more teal for both of these, I suppose. There we go. That should be fine. There's Tantamil. And now let's do Korokopat. So, change the name to Korokopat. Alright. We're going to change like one or two of the markings, kind of flip them around. I think I'll move one of the marking on her foot to the opposite foot, just so it looks a little easier to keep track of. So this one, I'm gonna move to the opposite foot. She still looks very similar. One of these facial, which one is the one on the face? This one. I'm gonna rotate around. Let's see, it was... What was it before? Okay, it was like that, okay. Black on top. Now it is a little bit more like that. Something like that. Maybe one of the other markings. Also gonna be rotated just a bit. I'm not moving them around too much, just kind of rotating them, making it look a little like, just so you're like, oh yeah, these aren't, like they look similar, but they're not exactly the same cat. Did that one. Just gonna shift it a tiny bit. Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough in that regard. So let's go to body shape. It did say in Tantamil's that Korokopat is the little sister, so I think we might make her just a little smaller. Just a little bit, not too much. I don't need to change much more of her body type, but I do want to change her ears a bit. Maybe a little more floppy. Maybe not quite at the top of the head. And not quite with the same ear tip angle. Eyes are going to be a different shape as well. Just to give her a different sort of emotive look. Yeah, I think that works. She's also got the green eyes that the cat sort of came with. So, difference between them now is Tantamil and Korokopat. They look similar enough that it's like, yes, they are still, like, I would still consider them twins. But the difference is just enough in the face that, like, I can tell them apart at a glance. So, maybe I'll still adjust ears up just a little bit. They didn't need to go down quite that much. So, ear position height. Somewhere around there is more likely. Alright. So, Tantamil, Korkopet. There we go. Similar enough, but different enough. And all the traits are different. See, her personality is... Korkopet is a diligent and persevering worker who enjoys a routine occupation where she can do a job well and finish what she started. She likes to work at her own speed, without pressure, as she prefers to take her time to work step by step in her own way. Korkopet could become frustrated and thwarted in her efforts if too many changes or disruptions occur. Since she is not as good a fighter like her sister, she mostly focuses on things she likes, like herbs. She's grown to know many different kinds of herbs. So I think that I'll keep genius. That's going to be a trait that the sisters have in common, but I think she'll also have independent. Because she prefers to kind of work at her own pace and do things in her own time. Maybe neat as well. That works. I think that works. Yeah, that seems to go well. Let's give her a slightly higher voice. And she is still submitted by Little Nightmares. Alright, so we have Tantamil and Korkopet. So thank you so much, Little Nightmares, for submitting both of your cats. For submitting Tantamil and Korkopet. And, yeah. Those are the only two cats I've had submitted today. As of right now when I'm recording. If anyone else has submitted cats while I've been in the middle of recording, I am sorry. I know my most recent episode I think is Family Matters as of today. That's the most recent episode that's gone up. So that tells you when I've recorded. But if anyone has submitted any cats since then, I will get to them in the future. And, anyway, if you want to see your cat submitted, as I've said, please, leave a comment down below with the name of the cat and a brief description of their appearance and their personality. They may appear in the game, they may not, it depends on how the game goes. I will try and add them to the game at the very least. And, if you enjoyed, please be sure to hit like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment telling me what you think. If you want to see more, I upload episodes of my Warriors Challenge every Friday. I also upload Cattails on Mondays and my Pokemon Nuzlocke on Wednesdays. And if you want to see any of those, be sure to hit subscribe and you will be able to watch new videos as soon as they are uploaded. And with all that in mind, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there, friends.